Hello, and welcome back to Brilliant Pagoda or Haze Castle. Again, last episode, pretty much nothing happened. I played as this team one last time, and nobody new showed up, except for Sho, who I didn't realize I hadn't fought with his team before and ended up skipping the dialogue on accident. But other than that, just repeat dialogue and just repeats in general. All that really happened was I got points to spend on upgrades. So, just gonna continue the neutral route. Exploration again with these three. Never actually played as Cody before, so, you know. So I guess this time I'll go up 3 times, then go to the left. And we'll see if maybe, just maybe, a new character shows up. Probably not. They're probably gonna be the last ones. I have to keep playing this game and go through every single cell before I find them. This series is gonna be 20 parts long, longer than Toho 19, which was a 19-part series that took like a month and a half to upload. It's gonna be longer than that. Just wait and see. It's at least gonna be longer than Toho 9, which is only like 12 parts because I wasn't able to do the last 2 parts of that series because the extra mode of that game is really dumb. I didn't want to play it. So, Kuroji, their character. That one's game I never played as. After I played each game, I went through the dialogue of every scenario, so I'm quite familiar with what they're about. Not very nice to Sargamaro. That's not very cool. They kind of wear like a weird thing on their head. Not exactly sure what it is. Oh, they're shooting lasers at me. Yes, everyone loves lasers being shot at you. It's just the best part of the game, really. Yeah, I said it last part, but like, my commentary during these stages is very repetitive because the stages themselves are very repetitive. There's not much for me to really say here. It's just like, it's the same thing over and over again. If I wasn't talking right now, I'd be very bored. I like little flying clocks in front of me. I don't know what that's about. I'm going at some weird angles here. ... What is up, Kuroji? Kuroji. Quit calling me that. I'll erase your existence from history. You're thinking about them, aren't you? Yes, if they're on the move. There's a lot of things we've got to be cautious of. That's how things always are anyway, so who cares, right? So it's gonna be back to our brutal daily lives. Brutality. Speak of the devil and a shadowy thing emerges. Hey, if it isn't Kuro and friends, what's up with you guys? Aren't you the one that something should be up with? Aren't you the one that something should be up with? Oh, okay. What do you mean? Looks like their influence isn't affecting them yet. Huh? Did something happen? We should really dispose of Kurohubi here and now, right? They're gonna be a real pain later. Wow, Aoki, you said something real scary just now. I certainly don't remember raising you to be this way. I don't want to hear it from a couple of siblings who say way scarier stuff all the time. Oh, you wanna fight? Doing some volunteering outside of my regular job once in a while could be good. Well, it does reduce the number of options that they have too. I doubt Subakura has it in them to kill this one anyway. Plus, you were the one who goaded Subakura into heading out this time, Kuroji. Alright, let's get to it. So their nickname for the character is to just like Kuroji. Something tells me there's some weird translation thing going on there, because that's just like, it's Kuro, it's their name, but there's like a space in the middle. Kuroji. Anyway, I hate this boss, but we knew that already. I said it like 15 times now. At least Kuroji's doing damage. giant fireball, huh? Man, this game would be at least 1% better if the spell card wasn't in it. Yep, I can't see anything. Can't see it. That was about to hit me. You were really about to hit me when you were blowing up. And there we go. I lost. If it's just Hero Heavy you were up against, there's no problem. Okay, should I burn them? Make it well done. No. They bolted. That ability of theirs certainly is quite good for bolting. Oh, is this gonna be the gimmick of this team? They're willing to kill, but then they run away. Maybe I should've. I don't know. Will I run into the stupid mirror this time around? Because I'm gonna go three stages upwards before going to the right. So I don't know if I'll actually run into the mirror this time. But if we did, no, it wouldn't. Certainly wouldn't be mine if these two put it into that thing. Enemy power up 3. Jeez. Alright then. Oh well, it's this formation, so who cares? Oh no, they have more power! They can barely shoot me. Oh no. Alright, it turns into this, so yeah, this sucks. Whoop. There are multiple formations where it starts with them doing absolutely nothing, so I kind of forget the ones that were them doing absolutely nothing the entire time, and it's the ones where there's something actually happens. It's a weird shot type. Okay, so it is like kind of homing, I guess, but only when you're not focused. Interesting. I guess don't want to be focused unless I want to shoot the thing directly above me. Is this how Rainbow is, or is it the opposite of how Rainbow is? I can't remember if she's more of a... if she focuses... and I'm talking about Rainbow when she's like, it's just her and she doesn't have multiple options. So I swear there's sometimes where it's like, she like turns into Rainbow A when she's not shifted. And then turns into Rainbow B where she is shifted. It's like the opposite of that or something. It's been a hot minute since I've played a Togo game past like Togo 11, which is actually what I played yesterday. I was doing that thing where I try to beat the game while moving to the music, and seeing how late this part is, that probably should have been uploaded quite a while ago at this point, so I'm not spoiling anything by saying it went surprisingly well. Still wondering if the sky is still crowded as before. Wouldn't it just be better to walk at this point? Visibility on the ground is worse. As long as they're on the move, it's best to be out in the open. But I bet they're targeting Subakura anyways, right? That's true, but that doesn't mean we won't suffer harm anyway. I did already lose an arm after all. Hey, I know that face. Ain't you that misher from before? They're spinning. Spin. Is that a flying pumpkin? Wow. I see you have another interesting item with you today. Oh right, and what of it? You completely trashed my eggplant the other day. Kuroji trashed an eggplant? I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. So, where are you planning on running this time? Sounds like you gave my boss a beating too. I don't have any particular use for you, but that pumpkin sure is nice. Thought you'd say something like that. Words can't help you now. My condolences. Just give up already. I don't get you at all. I know, right? Well, if you don't want to go, that's fine by me. I'd like to pay you back for last time here and now. Aren't you going to end up in debt again instead of being reimbursed? Anyway, I was talking about that. Talking about the run of Total 11 I did last night. So, yeah, went pretty well, but probably been uploaded for like weeks now at this point, because this is like part of, what, 10 of this series at this point? So, yeah, I was just gonna say, I wonder if that series is going to continue to get decent views, or if it's gonna fall off at some point. I mean, I don't particularly care. I care more about comments than view numbers anyway. Because, you know, a view is just a number, and a comment lets me know that I'm actually dealing with real people here. Yeah, currently in that state where I've done 11 and went surprisingly well. If 12 goes decently well, then that should be like the last big hurdle, because that's the last game with a really stupid continue system. And then of course there's 15. I don't even know if I'm going to do 15. I can imagine doing that pity series for that game is going to be really painful and not worth it, but you know, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. Anyway, back to the game, you know, that I'm playing. Sukubi is spinning. It's very nice to watch. It's a full rotation. Look at it. They're doing both of them at the same time. Like normally, it's just you do the one spin, like the Hina spin. It's like it's horizontal, or you do the vertical spins like Ron. But they were doing it at both the same time. This is like the best character ever created. Coward, collecting payment for such a large group. Hey, idiots! I said not to damage the pumpkin, didn't I? You didn't say anything. Not a thing. Huh? Is that so? As selfish as ever, I see. Best character in the series right there. Anyway, that was stage 2. So yeah, I've got to go up one more time, yeah. Then I'll be on a, then I go to the right once I get to stage 4, and then I'll be on a different route. There's gotta be a GIF of that I can find somewhere. Just full rotation. Rotation squared. Rotating while you're rotating. Yep. Cool cell. That was very nice. Random movement gauge. So this is why I made sure it stayed in the middle. It's always a thing with this stupid game. It's like, oh, now you go to the right or the left when you didn't want to. Not very effective homing is this. They just kind of like laze about. Like maybe they'll hit something. They'll go in the general direction of an enemy. Oh, you're oh, complete flip. Oh boy. Yeah. Yep, this isn't what I want to see during a complete flip, if I'm being honest. I'd rather see something that's very easy to dodge. Which, to be fair, this isn't that bad, but you're also like pushing me down at the same time, and it's just like, yeah, I just don't understand what you want me to do here. Other than press the bomb button. Pacifism reward, you should know better. You should know better by now. I don't do that. Goodbye. Oh boy. Oh. Uh-huh. Yep. Cool stuff going on here. Let's look at all the stuff that's being shot at me. Cool. Yep. Can't dodge that. Oh, probably because I'm in reverse controls too. Yep. Didn't even notice that. Kill it. I mean, it's a mirror. Just like throw a rock at it. So are there any stage 3 bosses I haven't run into yet? Alright, we're in the middle here. Alas, no matter which world you're in, conflicts will never cease to be. That's rich, coming from someone who could totally be the cause of one. For Kuroji, it's okay if others go to war, since they're the type that profits from emergency demands. Don't slander me with those wild delusions of yours. Do you want to get sold off? I sure hope that's a delusion. But the cause of this war isn't actually Kuroji, was it? Of course not. I'll be making way more money if I was. But just who could it be? That's something to think about. Do you mean? The bone marrow of justice has arrived. A very strange child has appeared. Hey, it's been a while, Black One. You're the brat who stole my money. I'm surprised you maintained your original shape after doing such a terrifying thing. It was Sesei's to begin with, so it's A-okay. I see, so you don't regret your actions, you're solely mistaken. You think I'm kind to children, you know that? I have never once thought that. The one who will deceive even crying children. That's Kuroji. You're a bad guy. The pelvis of justice, Sesei, shall punish you. Listen, kid, the only justice in this world belongs to those with cash. What dirty justice? You would think they're part of an evil organization. Sesei's gonna take revenge for before. Right, so you know how Jun's theme is really loud? Yeah, that blows that out of the water. This is like an absurdly loud theme. Can you hear me? Can you hear the sound of my voice right now? It's all just completely being taken up by this theme. I did a cover of this theme once, and the only thing I put in the description was a warning, the original is very loud. Because it is. I have to put if I'm listening to this with like headphones, I have to put it at like half volume at the most. It's so loud. It's really good, but it's extremely loud. Let's make this awkward. Really awkward. Jeez. Sesei lost. Now you understand the cruelty of this world. Wasn't it kinda immature of us to gang up on him with 3 people? Well, either way we won, so it doesn't matter, right? Real scum. I'm feeling rather misunderstood. Yeah, sure. By about 10%. Alright. 3 stages now. Now I can go to the left. Yeah, this stage theme's pretty good. One of the better ones. Yep, just kindly blow up so I don't have to deal with you throwing things at me. But also, don't push me to the left. Go right. I want to go to the left. Well, we're already on the right side, so I don't need to worry about going too much farther, but I will go ahead go to the left once more in case random movement gauge decides to show up yet again. So yeah, I wonder if I'm gonna run into the mirror as a stage 4 boss. That'd be really weird. Surely not. Like, there's a lot of neutral bosses in this game. So surely, like, at some point, when you've gone this far into the neutral route, as soon as you start going into the right or left, you just don't just start running into the non-neutral bosses again, like it has been happening. But who knows? I will soon find out. No, don't seal my one bomb. How could you do such a thing? Still pretty disappointed that I couldn't run into Yorochi while playing as a team with Sukune on it. That was dialogue I wanted to read. I don't know, maybe if I manage to go, like, because there are 4 routes left in counting this one, so maybe I get so unlucky that I don't end up running into Yorochi until the literal last place I could find him at. And in that case, I'll just play as the other team again. At that point, I would have played as everyone. Yep. I do quite appreciate when they immediately die. Makes my life a lot easier. Mitsumo. It's back again. Nobody's gonna help that kid, huh? Nope, can't throw a rock at that stupid mirror to help the kid. Nope. Just gonna let them be a mind-controlled husk. Nobody really feels like doing anything about that. Yep, super real nice homing. I've never actually played as Koji before. I don't know if this is exactly how they played in the previous games or not. I'd assume so. I mean, Yabusabe and Zero Kuro seem to be the exact same. Oh, 2 more cells left, and then we'll find out who we're gonna fight. Surely, I'm not gonna fight a stage 1 boss on stage 4. Surely not. That would be silly. Alright, who is it? Hey, Akka, how's your arm doing? It totally rocks. It can even do scissors and paper. Right. This is Subakura we're talking about. Of course they would already have all the needed equipment set up. We sure would have been in a tough spot if they hadn't. I'm sure even if they weren't prepared, they could have come up with something. Well, if push came to shove, I could have just summoned an arm for you. No way, gross. Those things you summon are always freakish beings with a bunch of writhing tentacles. Yabusame sure ate a lot of those. Fed some to Subakura, too. They might not show up when I call anymore. They're scared, after all. Hey, you kids over there. Oh, someone's here. Why? This isn't even close to where they normally are, but I went to the left once, so okay. It's dangerous here. Be good kids and head home, alright? Good kids? Good kids. Yeah. Why are you looking at me? Oh, aren't you the kids I've been seeing around the village lately? We've been found out. If I recall, you're building something at the edge of the village. May I ask what it is? It's a schoolhouse. We're recruiting students. It's still in the process of being built, though. I see. So you made sure to get permission for it from the village elder, yes? Did you, Kuro? Well, some money exchanged hands. How terrible! The elder would never make a deal like that. They refused at first, but when I added more money, that changed their tune. How shameless. Fine then, go sit over there and think about what you've done. Careful, sometimes even petty thieves will turn to violence when they get caught. Shut up, Huoga. I'm not going to allow you to show such disrespect towards your elders any longer. Oh, they're mad. Make sure to remember this, you two. This is how you stir up your opponent. Perfect, now we can claim it was self-defense. Wouldn't 3 against 1 be classified as unjustifiable self-defense? Don't think you're going to get off with just a slap on the wrist. Oh no, sir, what are we gonna do? This is stage 1, boss. It's gonna murder me. What am I gonna do? There's not much to say here, really. I think I've fought this boss at least like 5 times at this point, so yep. Did you know that they have lasers that are like vertical and horizontal, and then they like have the little bullets go with them? It's gonna be really funny when I get hit multiple times here because I'm just not paying attention, because why should I pay attention? Up and down and 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 down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Well, I'm reflected in a mirror. I certainly hope it's not the other mirror. So many lasers. So little time. Oh, I got hit. Haha. Joke's on me, it's funny. Said you were easy and then I got hit. I was defeated. Oh, what a pain. We made an enemy of a random celestial and now our important mission has been delayed. Then I guess we have no choice but to demand compensation from that very celestial. Isn't that too sudden, isn't it? You really are a demon. I don't have many possessions aside from the few treasures I keep in my palace in heaven. That's fine, no worries. So this person is a celestial? I've seen them before in the human village. So you already knew who they were when you picked a fight with them? The darkness of this world is still so deep. To the left we go. We're just gonna start right off with random movement gauge on the worst stage to have random movement gauge on, because I have to go to the left like 10 times. Well, no reason not to just go where the enemies are, because it doesn't matter, because it's random where I go. Oh, I went to the left, how nice. Oh yes, those are lasers. Yep, just exploding nice and easy now. I'm being pushed down by gravity, which is a very subtle metaphor for Kuroji's sins. They're constantly weighing them down to the depths of hell, where they will someday go. It has made me think, like, how many characters in this series are actually, like, I don't know, good people? I'd say, like, shockingly few, honestly, if you really think about it. Yep. You certainly put me in a position here, haven't you, with this gravity thing? Yep. I know I'm on the left side of the street here, not showing me going left for some reason, which I still haven't figured out to this day. And I take away the barrier. It's not like I needed that or anything. Nope, especially when you shoot giant lasers at me. Why would I need a barrier for giant lasers? Just throw it right at me, shields down. Convert all power to the lasers. Random movement gauging me again. Stage 5 is a stage in this game that exists and goes on for like a third of the game because reasons. Oh, you made me go left again, so good. Just not much to say here, is there? It's just like, oh boy, it's the same formations I've seen 13 million times already. It's just like, there's a lot of things I like about this game. The stages are not one of them, and they're also the majority of the game. So like, can I really say I like this game if I dislike something that's so prominent in it? I don't know. It's a deep philosophical question. Needs at least a 5-hour essay video on it. Or Bioshock needs to be mentioned at least 5 times. Yep, those are some lasers. And now it's okay, because now they're dying. Now they're not dying. They were dying, now they're not dying, and that was a big problem. Everything's a big issue, but it's not an issue anymore, because now it's gone. Like, I get why the stages are like this, because if you had to make, like, custom stages for every single one of those cells, it would be, like, it'd be ridiculous. But at the same time, it's just, I'm not a big fan of this. Really not. I've never played Toho 18.5, but I think its stages were like somewhat similar to this, where it was like a certain set of like predetermined cells that you would get randomly. This is just coming off of like vague memories from watching other people play it, so. And of course that game devolved into buying like the same couple cards and just cheesing through the entire game to where nothing mattered anyway, and that's how I remember most of that gameplay being. At least this game actually has boss fights. Not whatever was in that game. It was like, what, like a spell card or two, and then it was over? Maybe it wasn't. Again, my memory of that game. Pretty loose. Alright, time to fight a slug. Whoops, skip that dialogue. It's kind of hard to search for treasure like this. I've been thinking, when life do you think this war and the rumor might be related? You mean like the war started over the treasure or something? Well, for starters, we don't even know if the rumor is actually about a treasure. Hey, you three, stop right there. Huh? Can't you see we're busy over here? Go play somewhere else. Huh? Who are you? I'm a slug, and the name's Kajiru. A slug, huh? You grill them with salt, right? You probably wouldn't eat that, though. I love food grilled with salt, especially mackerel pike on a hot plate. You eat salt even though you're a slug? Salt is a weakness from the past. Speaking of which, heaps of small slugs have been gathering around me for a while now. Really? Those kids are my offshoots. That's strange. For some reason I can't control them. Seems like they've really taken a liking to Aoji. Aoji? They kind of remind me of a Shikigami or Summon Beast. What? But they're my offshoots. They're slimy and gross, so you can have them back. No way, if you do that, I've got no honor as their master. So you're gonna take them back by force then? You're quite sharp, you wicked fellow. They happen to have experience in this sort of thing. You're a dedicated little slug, aren't you? Even if it's coming from a stranger, praise always makes me happy. So we're gonna fight, yeah? Exactly. Though I'm not really sure what we have to gain from this. What if we make them our underling? I wouldn't do that if I were you. I'm more trouble than I'm worth. Underlings, I do hope we run into Sargamaru or something. One of these rooms is this time. There's dialogue I want to read. Yeah, just I don't like it. Oh, nice bomb, Hiroku. Yep, you really got him. Yep. Just absolutely demolished him, man. Good job. Good job, dude. One day I will get through this attack without being hit. Today is not that day. In fact, it may never happen again, because I don't think I'm going to be able to go left enough to get this attack again. I say, as I immediately remember that this person can show up as a mid-boss and do the exact same attack again, so I very well could see this again. Just the curve. I don't like it when they curve. You could say that it's kind of like a throwing me a curve ball. No, that was the yep. It's the worst thing I've ever said in my life. Good job. This penguin joke is better than whatever it was I just said. Throwing me a curveball, buddy. You see, it's funny because curveball and curvy lasers, they both have the word curve in them, and it's funny. I wasn't expecting us to fight 3-on-1. Can I have them, Crow? G? No. You're such a cheapskate. Like they always are. Sorry, but enslaving me isn't your decision to make. What do you mean? You need permission from my master first. So this slug ended up being a Shikigami after all. Then we just have to find their owner. They will not find their owner. Master, please, escape. Who's it gonna be? Who are we gonna run into? Who will show up? We're just doing the enemy base. We're just doing the base of the enemy. Or the enemy base camp. Took me way too long towards that, didn't it? Oh, they're back. They're spinning. Spin. Look at them go. You really want me to dodge this first controls? Come on now. Blinded with a time field. Symbolic to how Kuroji is blinded to the fact that their actions will come back to bite them in time. It's very symbolic and very deep. Or something. Jun! Turn his back. For some reason. Really got lost in your walk, didn't you? End up all the way over here. Whoops. I hit a bullet with my hitbox. I hate to see it. Alright, who is it? You know, those two have adapted to the shrine quite well. Yabusabe and Subakura? Looks like Subakura is the only one who does any actual work. Yabusabe is only an honorary priest after all. Sounds like Subakura has officially taken up the position of a priest, but it doesn't seem like they have changed it in any way. Do you think they're making more money now? That's my main worry. You two are always talking about money. Ah, 1, 2, and 3. 3 in all. I know that voice. I spy the Shitadu family. That's my line. So the Natural Wonder is up next. Kuroji, you've been doing something bad again, haven't you? Even Yabusame could tell. Their evil aura is just seeping out of them. Just as I thought. As an honorary priest, I can't overlook this. How unexpected. Who would have thought Yabusame would be working on maintaining order too? On maintaining order, okay. Ehehe, I was praised. Ever heard of sarcasm? You just called me stupid? Naive as ever. Was that praise? Take it as you want. Anyways, what are you doing here, Yabusame? Solving the incident. Incident? What happened? Treasure hunting. Which is it? Both! Can you really call that an incident? Isn't everyone fighting each other? That's definitely strange. Aren't these just simple war games? This is someone's conspiracy. You must be having some trouble without your break. You mean Subakura? Well, I'm glad that you're okay, Yabusabe. Please say hello to Subakura from me. Okay, well then, see ya. And off they go? Even though they just told us, I can't overlook this. I did just say that. You almost tricked me. They came back. I still have trouble understanding how they operate. Shitadu family, I'll be your judge. Just Yabusabe. Without their brake and accelerator, we just might have a shot. Not like it matters whether we win or lose, though. I'll blow you away to the end of this dimension. Orochi and Shion, they don't exist. They're lies. They're not really in this game. Surely they'll show up eventually, right? Honestly, I don't know why Yabusabe's here again, because they show up on the one directly to the left of this. So it's like, where the heck are Orochi and Shion? Where are they? Where do they go? Where are they? I really don't want to spend the next, like, 10 episodes just rolling a dice trying to find these two. There's 2 left. There's 2 left. Anyway, yep, this is Yabusabe is a final boss in the video game known as Len'en 4, Brilliant Pagoda and Haze Castle. They are one of the bosses that appear in the neutral route. They have 6 spell cards, and 5 or 6, I don't know, I'm not actually counting non-spells they throw at you. And I've just noticed that their portrait is inaccurate to their battle sprite, because the battle sprite is clearly wearing shoes, and their portrait is wearing some weird, like, sandal things. I have to look at it again. It looks like they've just got, like, little... Yeah, show me that again. What is that? It's like they've put some, like, wires under their feet. That can't be comfortable. Yep, I'm getting hit. I do get hit. Whoop. Squeeze into the bullets here and get it. Wow. This is totally well coordinated and thought out movements and not just me pressing buttons. This is where things blow up and turn into bullet. I did this exact same fight yesterday, you know. Not much to see here, really. Other than, yep, that is in fact a final boss in this video game. That is... Yeah, you could run into Tenkai. You could run into that. Well, time for a neutral ending. In a forest near the human village. Here stood a simple cabin out of logs and plaster. That was completed several days ago. The construction prior to this one was somehow even shoddier, like a child's makeshift secret base. There were currently 3 inhabitants inside. So, how should I make you two take responsibility for this? One of those inhabitants was in a bad mood. The wind blew through their sleek black hair, its purple tint visible when being shone on by the sun. Shouldn't the responsibility fall on you, the commander? How come we're the only ones to blame? Because I would not have made so many pit stops along the way if I were alone. Were we making pit stops, or were you just lost? Next time you talk back to me, I'll weld your mouth shut. So you're just taking your anger out on us, huh? This is stupid. However, the treasure hunt not going as planned was not the only source of Kuroji's irritation. They were also concerned about the individuals they had met with that morning. I wonder what happened to Subakura after I pushed that onto them. Huh? What? For just a moment, Kuroji became aware of their concern for Subakura, but finding that concern futile, they quickly changed their line of thought. Anyway, our troubles have increased. What are you on about? The elderly do monologue quite a lot. I'll make sure to purchase a welding machine tomorrow. To be continued? Route 3, all clear. Are you sure you'll reach your destination on time? You keep making all these stops. Oh. Yabusaba. I already made one called Y2, so this is technically Y3, isn't it? Y3, oh boy. Yep, Y2. Y3. How many Ys show up until I finally get to see Shion? Oh, Yaroji. Who knows? Anyway, upgrades. Everyone loves upgrades. Whatever. Alright, that seemed pretty good. Yep. I'm really gonna have to go through every single neutral route before I find the last 2, aren't I? I mean, there's only 3 left at this point. Nope. See you again next time for yet another neutral route.